Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very quick video, but I just want to go ahead and put a little bit of emphasis on what's been going on recently, especially when it comes to geopolitics and the world's opinion when it comes to the United States of America. It appears to me that many people all over the world, especially here in the United States, has finally woken up to the fact that America has not been the good guy throughout history. Now, if you look at history, well, it's kind of self-explanatory to the extent that for as long as America has been, you know, around for over 200 years, only 16 years of that 200 years, it hasn't been in war with previous nations. Now, here is the list of the countries in which America decided to either do a regime change or just bomb these people back um, to the Stone Age. And now, especially people like Tucker Carlson, they are not in denial. And with the recent attack on Iran, killing over 170 schoolgirls, even people like Tucker Carlson, they are finding it extremely difficult to accept the reality, to accept the fact that America is capable of doing something like this. And one thing that I do want to say is that this is something in which, to be quite honest with you, America is capable of doing it. I mean, look at the two bombs that were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Look at that one. On top of that, we've seen what happening in Gaza for the past 2 years. We know that what's going on over there is a genocide. We know that innocent people are getting bombarded to death. Innocent people are getting bombarded. People, generations are literally being ended right before our own eyes. And yet, America continues to still give bomb to the Israelis. I guess you can say America is using Israel as an scapegoat to just commit genocide in the Middle East. And so Israel is just going to take all the blame for it. Still, I do believe that America is capable of doing what it did to Iran. And I do believe that whatever happened in Iran was not an accident. Rather, they knew for a fact that this was a school filled with young girls who had nothing to do with the situation, who didn't even know. Heck, some of them probably didn't even know America even existed. And the next thing you know, they got what was the name of that missile? Um, I forgot the name of the missile, but they got a missile just dropped right on them just so they can get rid of one man. So I want to go ahead and show you guys a video of Tucker Carlson pretty much in denial. Okay. Um, let's listen to this.
And so, for example, if innocents are killed, girls at a school, to name a current example, you have to believe that it was accidental, and you have to say out loud that was wrong. And in this specific case, the bombing of a girls' school next to an Iranian naval base that was apparently the school of choice for officers at the naval base. These were the children, the daughters of the people we're fighting. You have to believe that was accidental.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Tucker Carlson is pretty much in denial. Let's be quite honest with ourselves. And I can see where he's coming from. He doesn't want to believe that the United States government is capable of doing something like this. But again, looking at the track record, looking at the countries that they've bombed, looking at the amount of innocent people that they have destroyed, looking at the sanction that they have imposed on countries.
I think that we are an incredibly ruthless country. The amount of murder and mayhem that we've created around the world is just unbelievable. You know, I was looking at a study the other day put out by Lancet, which is a scientific journal, and they did a study. This was put out, you can see it on the internet. It was put out in November of 2025. And what the article did was it looked at sanctions, American sanctions, from 1971 to 2021. 1971 to 2021. And it asked what were the consequences of those sanctions. And we murdered 38 million people. 38 million people. The amount of havoc we have wrought on the Middle East in recent years is just stunning. If you think about the consequences of the Iraq War, what we do in places like Venezuela, Cuba, Iran, you understand we're using this tremendous economic leverage we have to basically starve people, to make them suffer, to inflict great punishment on them. so that they'll rise up against their government. You understand that this is what we're doing in Venezuela. This is what we're doing in Iran. We're inflicting massive punishment on these people. Given all that, I find it very difficult to talk about the United States as a noble country. I just don't think that we are exceptionally virtuous when it comes to foreign policy.
Simply because they want these people to overthrow their leaders. So they're just gonna starve innocent people because they want to get rid of one man. This is the track record that America has. So with all due respect, Tucker Carlson, I know you don't want to believe it, but Arabs have known this for quite a while. Heck, the whole world, except for America, they have known this for a long time. America is the aggressor. They're the one who is causing a lot of chaos all over the world. America and the state of Israel. This is why the Middle East has been completely destabilized. We've killed over, not we, I'm not a part of this thing. Okay, I didn't agree to it. I didn't vote for it. But America killed over 1 million innocent people during the Afghanistan and Iraqi war. What, you think all those millions were nobody but just people of age? Those were militant fighters? No, these were innocent people who had nothing to do with it. After 7/11, we decided to attack what? Iraq. And Iraq had nothing to do with 7/11. That one was about weapon of mass destruction that they have, a chemical weapon which was given to the Iraqis by America. And yet America used that exact weapon to say that Iraq has weapon of mass destruction and we need to topple them. This is the history of America. This is what Americans have been doing for quite a while. It hurts. I get it. You're a patriot of America. You don't want to believe that your government is capable of doing this. But guess what? After seeing the Epstein file, trust me, they are capable of doing a lot worse. And whatever happened in Iran, they knew this was a school. They knew that this school was filled with a bunch of innocent people. And I genuinely believe that this was a message. Perhaps this could have been some kind of satanic ritual as a way of starting off their Armageddon, I would say. Because these people, their Baal, their God, it feeds off of innocent blood. It feeds off of children. So of course they're going to go ahead and start this war off by destroying innocent lives. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to show you guys this clip and the evidence for this. I'll catch you guys up later. Assalamu alaikum.